And we're live.
Alright, we're going to do an EVP session on the second floor with the room with a wheelchair in it. And we've had our flashlight turn on and off right here out of the gate. And we got some temperature fluctuations with a little bit of EMF spikes on that meter by the flashlight. If somebody's with us, can you please make your presence known? That's a good one. That's a good start. Can you turn it back on?
So we know it's true.
Can you tell us your name? If you speak up, we'll hear you.
What the hell is that? Is that a bug?
Okay, the other flashlight just went off that I just set up. Both of them are out now. You still with us? How would you like to communicate with us? Other than with the flashlight, is there any other way you want to communicate with us? You guys can ask questions. Just fire away. Ask anything you like. Maybe you don't want to talk to me. See if we can get anything up there.
Is that the rook?
Yep. I got the lights pointing towards us, so if it lights up, it's going to be visually on your camera there.
There's at least K2 hits activity on it near the flashlights this
Right.
time.
The blue lights are EMF spikes.
And you see the little blue flashes.
The numbers are just basically at 65 degrees in here. The meter I put beside it is a different type of EMF detector. Alright, well you're enjoying those flashlights a whole bunch. Can you get any of our other meters to sound off, or can you communicate with us in any other way? Can you shut off those green dots? Okay, we got both lights off. Missed all the action.
You're 3 minutes too late.
Are you still with us? Can you turn those flashlights back on? Okay, thank you. You're letting us know that you're still here. We try to do structured questions, but it just seems like every room that we're in, it's just chaotic energy like this. It's just like, we'll like try to say, okay, turn one light on for yes, two lights on for no, and we can't get nothing structured.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
What?
It shifted again. It turned. The grid moved, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought I saw.
Everything moved.
It definitely moved.
Okay, so that means something touched that grid that's way over here that we're not even nowhere near. Like 5 feet away here.
Yeah.
It shifted like it did down in the boiler
in
room.
the boiler room.
Yeah. I thought I saw it like move. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's twice this has happened. So that means we got something over here and over here.
I did actually was able to move that grid. That's cool.
Yeah, it turned the little dial because you can sit there and change the star pattern.
But you have to actually rotate it. Is what
Right,
it is.
it rotated it. That's
Gotcha.
So something touched our laser grid and moved it twice now. Once in the boiler room, now up here.
That's cool.
Again, I think we're just going to get chaotic energy.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
really
keeps
don't think
looking like.
I don't think we're going to get any, we could try to establish, like we have been trying to all night, but in the end, it just seems like they just want to do whatever they want to do with the lights. Do you like that we're here talking to you and playing with you, letting you play with the lights? Is this fun for you?
Guess so.
Yeah, I got both lights on.
I mean, you guys can walk up to those lights. Well, if there's any skeptics in the room, hopefully this answers your questions of being a skeptic. Yeah, the grid light thing, them turning the grid, that's pretty amazing because that's
Pretty rare that happens.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
that's
pretty-
the only time I've that's the,
We've seen it. They usually just try to turn it off and stuff, and
yeah. Usually they just try to turn the grid off.
yeah.
They usually don't turn it like turn the pattern.
I've seen them. I've seen it like shift, but not turn the pattern like that. Yeah, that's totally new. Let's see where we are in this. Marking at 12:50.
All right. Well, we're gonna talk to you for about another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna shut down our EVP session.
And see if we can and then just maybe sit and chill for a few.
Sure. So if you would like to talk to us, speak up now, or forever hold your peace, I guess. We'd like to visit with more people throughout the building, so we enjoy your company, but we'd like to hopefully hear from you here. I mean, we see you. We see you playing at the light. We know you're here. But are you actually talking to us or communicating to us in a certain way? We're not sure. I mean, we don't know Morse code, so if you're doing Morse code, we're in trouble
Kinda
here.
slow at it.
Yeah.
If anybody else got any questions, last minute questions, go ahead and ask. Well, at least we're getting EMF spikes.
Yeah.
We weren't getting nothing in the last room.
Yeah, there's at least.
We didn't
You're
have.
gonna send the private room?
We did that room a second ago that was all done up with the bed in it.
Oh. So are you getting the same as far as the light plane?
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent. They can't.
They're not doing structured. Like they're not doing it structurally. It's just chaos.
You know, I mean, they cannot turn it on initially, so I have to turn it on, and then they turn it off, and then they figure out from after turning it off how to manipulate it. That's why I started, you know, one way to see if they can do it one way, and if they can't do it after a minute or two, then I turn it the opposite direction, and then they can start trying to communicate. But even when we try to ask them questions, they just seem to be flickering it and not really answering our questions. So
Just enough to let you know, but not enough to.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much.
I did.
I would just love to see a skeptic try to explain how these lights just go on and off by itself. You know, just
Just to hear what they think.
yeah. Oh, this is fake. Okay, how did we fake that? You know.
It's one thing if it goes on and off by itself, but it's another when it goes dim and then like bright and dim, like flickering on and off.
Yeah, I mean you're getting all kinds of stuff for sure. You got one just kind of dimming, and then you got one going on and off, and it's not like it's like
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that would be hard to try to debunk that.
exactly. I mean, this is perfect for skeptics to look at.
Oops, I think you hurt their feelings.
Nah. They'll be back. See? They're always back.
The last time we were here in June, they would sit there and they wouldn't turn on the light unless we left the room. Then it would turn on and we'd come back in, and yeah, that was just one of those things. It was like every time I'd leave a room, it would turn on, and then it was definitely a game to them.
That was down in the boiler.
That was down in the boiler room, yeah.
So I'm sure it's after 15 minutes.
Yeah,
so
we'll go ahead and stop the EVP recorder. Maybe they'll be more active and
let's go ahead and shut down the EVP session.
go for it. Closing, and we are out on the EVP.